Ever feel like the UK economy is playing a game of Monopoly against you, but you started the game with no money, no properties, and council tax is already due? You're working 40 hours a week, watching the price of a pint or a loaf of bread creep up, while your current account looks like a financial horror story. We've been conditioned to believe that building wealth requires a massive inheritance, a lucky lottery ticket, or landing a CEO gig by age 25. But that is a complete lie. The untold truth about money in the UK isn't about how much you make right now. It's about understanding a hidden system that the wealthy use every single day. Today, we are breaking down the exact blueprint to build wealth entirely from scratch, using the specific rules of the UK financial system. No fluff, no get-rich-quick nonsense, just the raw, actionable truth. To build wealth from absolutely nothing, you have to master the first pillar: escaping the UK consumer debt trap. Let's be completely honest. The UK is obsessed with credit. From financing a brand new car on a PCP deal just to impress neighbors you don't even like, to clicking buy now, pay later on a pair of trainers, we are drowning in lifestyle inflation. Every time you use high-interest credit cards or overdrafts, you are actively volunteering to pay a tax on your future self. Look at your current account right now. If money is flying out the window to pay off past decisions, you cannot build a future. The first rule of wealth is simple: stop digging the hole deeper. This means establishing what I call a financial firebreak. Before you even think about investing, you need £1,000 tucked away in a high-yield savings account. This isn't your holiday fund or your Friday night pub fund. This is the washing machine just exploded and the car needs an MOT fund. Having this buffer prevents you from falling back on credit cards when life inevitably happens. Once that firebreak is in place, you attack your non-mortgage debts with absolute ferocity, paying off the highest interest rates first. You cannot build a skyscraper on a foundation of quicksand. Once the debt is under control, we move to the second pillar: mastering the British tax landscape. If you want to get rich from nothing, you have to stop legally giving away more money than you need to. The UK government actually provides some incredible wealth-building vehicles, but they use boring names so most people ignore them. The absolute king of wealth building for the everyday Brit is the ICER. Think of an ICER as a magical, protective shield issued by the government. Any money you put inside this shield can grow through investments, and when you take it out, the taxman cannot touch a single penny of your capital gains or dividends. If you are trying to buy your first primary residence, the lifetime ICER is essentially free money, where the government gives you a 25% bonus on your savings up to certain limits. If you're focusing on long-term wealth, a stocks and shares ICER allows you to invest in global markets completely tax-free. If you are ignoring your ICER allowance every year, you are essentially leaving free money on the table and waving a polite hello to HMRC as they take a cut of your hard-earned growth. This brings us directly to the third pillar: the mechanics of low-cost investing. A lot of people hear the word investing and picture stressed-out blokes in London shouting into 3 phones at once, trading complex derivatives. That is not how real wealth is built. Real wealth is built by being incredibly boring and incredibly consistent. You don't need to guess which individual company is going to be the next global superpower. Instead, you buy the whole haystack by investing in low-cost global index funds through your ICER. An index fund automatically spreads your money across hundreds or thousands of the world's biggest companies. When the global economy grows over the long term, your wealth grows with it. The secret weapon here is compound interest, which Albert Einstein famously called the 8th wonder of the world. When your investments make a profit, that profit is reinvested to make its own profit. In the beginning, the growth looks tiny, almost unnoticeable. But over 10, 20, or 30 years, it turns into an absolute avalanche of wealth. The best part: you can start with as little as £20 or £50 a month. The key isn't waiting until you have a lump sum. The key is starting right now, so time can do the heavy lifting for you. But let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is our fourth pillar: maximizing your primary engine, your income. You can only cut back on your supermarket meal deals so much before you run out of things to cut. There is a hard floor on how much you can save, but there is no ceiling on how much you can earn. In the UK, we often have a cultural awkwardness around talking about money and asking for what we are worth. If you haven't looked at the job market or negotiated your salary in the last 2 years, you are likely suffering from a loyalty penalty. Companies rarely reward loyalty with massive pay rises. They reward new hires with market rates. Update your CV, upskill through free online courses, and don't be afraid to change roles to secure a 20 or 30% bump in income. Simultaneously, Look at creating an extra stream of income. Whether it's freelancing your professional skills on the weekend, tutoring, or turning a hobby into a small side hustle, that extra £300 or £400 a month shouldn't go toward a nicer lifestyle. It should go straight into your ICER to fuel your investment engine. The final pillar is shifting your mindset from a consumer to an owner. The UK economy is designed to make you consume. Every advertisement, every social media influencer, and every shop window is screaming at you to part with your cash. They want you to own things that depreciate in value the second you buy them. To build wealth from nothing, you must choose to become an owner of assets instead. Assets are things that put money into your pocket, like shares in global companies or a primary residence that builds equity over time. Liabilities are things that take money out of your pocket, like that financed car or expensive subscription services you barely use. When you look at money, stop seeing it as a tool to buy things. Start seeing every pound note as a little worker that can go out, find more pennies, and bring them back to you. The more workers you keep in your army, the faster your wealth multiplies. Let's recap the entire strategy so you can implement it starting today. First, stop the bleeding by halting consumer debt and establishing your £1,000 financial firebreak. Second, protect your future wealth by utilizing UK tax wrappers, specifically maximizing your ICER options to keep the taxman at bay. Third, become a boring, consistent investor by putting your money into low-cost global index funds and letting compound interest do the hard work. Fourth, aggressively boost your income through career progression, negotiation, or side hustles and funnel that extra cash directly into your assets. And finally, stop thinking like a consumer and start thinking like an owner. Building wealth from nothing in the UK isn't an overnight miracle. It is the inevitable result of making small, intentional financial decisions every single day. If you are ready to take control of your financial future, stop playing the victim to the system, and start building genuine wealth, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now and join us here at The Money Mard. We drop actionable, no-nonsense UK financial guides just like this every single week to help you win the money game. To help get you started on your journey, we've put together a list of our highly recommended, secure UK investment platforms, high-yield savings accounts, and top financial tools down below. Click the affiliate links in the channel description below to check them out. Using those links costs you absolutely nothing extra, but it directly supports the channel and allows us to keep making these videos for you. Thank you so much for watching. Keep your eyes on the prize, stay disciplined, and we will see you in the next video.